Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I'm reviewing a pen from Just Turnings. This is the vaguely called the Deluxe model. Now, I've reviewed a number of pens from Just Turnings over the years, and this is the first one I've reviewed that has like a clip and different color finials and things like that. So today I'm going to talk about the parts and features of this pen. I'm going to do a writing sample, size comparison, and pros and cons. Okay, so as I said, firstly, this is the Deluxe model, and if you entered the giveaway last month, this is the style of pen you went into the runnings to win. It's a very simple pen made from acrylic. This is a Jonathan Brooks blank. This is the primary manipulation 1 light version, and we've got some nice sort of blue pearl end furniture. And then the gold trim on the cap bands and on the nib. So this is a very, as I said, it's quite a simple pen, nice sort of simple design. Let's talk about it. So the top is this sort of slightly domed blue pearl acrylic, and then that separates here where there's a gold band which the clip attaches to, and it's a flexible clip, but very, very usable. The cap is pretty much cylindrical and runs up to the center here, little step down there onto the barrel, which tapers ever so slightly, or slowly more to the point, to a gold band, and then another blue pearl end here with a little sort of semi-domed end. It is a screw cap pen, and it comes off in about 1 3/4 turns, and we see the rest of the continuation of the primary manipulation material. It'll step down onto some threads, the sort of slightly flared section, and then a steel gold colored Yovo nib here, and this is a fine, and then a plastic feed. This is a standard international cartridge converter pen. You can see I have the Schmidt converter in there. The threads are all beautifully cut. It is a lovely pen. It operates beautifully. I've been using this now for a few weeks and I absolutely love it. This was sent to me on loan from Stephen there at Just Turnings to sort of assist with the giveaway and also for this review, so a big thank you to him. But it is a really, really lovely pen. The price of this model and any of the pen models that you get from someone like Just Turnings will depend a lot on the materials. So if this is the kind of pen you're interested in, go and check out the website. He occasionally does like pen drops on Instagram and things like that, but you can have a chat with him about the materials you want and he'll be able to give you a price. Let's do a quick size comparison here with the Deluxe model from Just Turnings and a nice simple Lamy Safari. You see it's a longer pen. It's about 1/2 centimeter or so longer there than a Lamy Safari when it is capped. Uncapped, it's still a little longer there, but the Lamy Safari starts to sort of, close the gap, if you will. And then posted, the Just Turnings comes out very long. It can post and it posts very, very securely. But for me, one of the beauties of this pen is the size in the hand when it is unposted. It's a really nice length pen. It's got plenty of sort of girth to it as well. And it's incredibly comfortable in the hand. The specific dimensions of this particular pen. Now, as I think I said in the giveaway, this is a custom made pen. So the dimensions may vary ever so slightly, a few millimeters here, there, occasionally, but this is the sort of the general specifics of this pen. It's 148 millimeters when it's capped. It's 136 when it's uncapped. It's 179 when it's posted. So it is quite long. As I said, my preference for this pen is unposted. The grip section in the middle is about 11 millimeters, around 16 millimeters around the edge of the cap, and the pen weighs a total of 24 grams, 14 in the body, 10 in the cap. So yeah, you are also putting a bit of weight on the back, but it's not so bad. Like, it's still comfortable in terms of the balance, but just in terms of the length, this is incredibly comfortable for me, and I really enjoy doing longer writing sessions with this pen. So when I did the giveaway video, I did a little quick writing sample with this pen, but let's do another one here. This is 90 GSM Clairefontaine paper, by the way, and this is the Just Turnings Deluxe pen model. As I said, the Deluxe has the clip and the different finials and things like that. If you look at some of his other models, it's sort of all the one materials. This is a lovely, lovely pen. This has a steel number 6 Yovo fine nib, and it's not a super fine. It's quite generous. And the ink I have in this is as it was before. It is Tacha Murasaki, a wonderful purple ink. Love this ink so much. So let's do some writing. This pen writes flawlessly. It writes on the wetter side, which I really like. As I said, it's quite a generous fine. Reverse writing, perfectly doable, very, very fine. Not a flex nib. You can sort of squeeze a little bit out, but you're sort of just laying down more ink than actually getting flex. Fast writing. Not an issue at all. For me, often with the fast writing samples, it's this sort of stuff here that is the most important, because if you're going to get skips and hard starts, it's in these that you find it quite a lot. But you see this keeps up really, really well. It writes really easily under its own weight with very little pressure. This is a beautifully tuned nib. Stephen Just at Just Turnings, I should say, Stephen is an Australian pen maker, so I'm a big supporter for many, many reasons. Stephen makes sure every nib that goes out is working absolutely beautifully, and this is no exception. This is absolutely gorgeous, as is every other nib I've gotten from him. So yeah, as you can see, writes very easily, flawlessly, reliably, no hard starts, no drying out, nothing like that. So yeah, Just Turnings Deluxe. A fabulous writer. So let's now talk about pros and cons. Now, this isn't a con. I don't have any direct cons for this pen. The only sort of thing to be aware of is the fact that you are getting a custom-made pen, a handmade pen. So there may be delays. It may take time. It has to be made. It's not stock that just sits on the shelf and gets sent out when you order it. You can discuss the options with him. You can discuss, what nib size you want, what kind of nib you want, what, sort of all the, all the different kinds of materials, all the different finials, whether you want gold, silver, or gunmetal colored trim. It's quite a wide range of options. Those things do take time and they do add cost. Remember, this is a handmade, custom-made pen. It's a work of art in itself. He's an artisan pen maker, beautifully made, beautifully finished, all of that. Those things take time and they cost money. So those are just things to be aware of. This isn't a $50 pen you can grab off the shelf at your local stationery store. And there are so many pros. Okay, firstly, the nib is amazing. Jowo make for me the best generic, and I say generic, nibs on the market. They're nibs that are made and sent to a range of different companies who all use them. A lot of custom pen makers use Jowo nibs. There's a reason for that. They're reliable, they're consistent, they write beautifully. When they're tuned, they can write smoother than a lot of gold nibs. Just absolutely wonderful. I've never had a problem with one of Just Turnings pens the way the nibs have performed. I love the different color combinations. For this one, I love this primary manipulation 1 light material. I love the way it interacts with the blue. The fact that there's not a whole lot of blue or any blue in this material, lots of sort of swirls of pinks and purples, oranges, greens, yellows, the beautiful sort of pearlescent white in there. It's really lovely, and the way it ribbons is just absolutely gorgeous. The fact there's no blue, the blue really stands out, and it stands out in a really, really nice way. Also, I should say this particular material is absolutely gorgeous. I really like the size of this pen in my hand. The grip section is really comfortable. This sort of slight hourglass, I suppose, it tapers and swirls back out. It gives it a very comfortable place to grip the pen. At its minimum, at about 11 millimeters, it's incredibly comfortable. But the size of the pen in the hand, it is incredibly comfortable and beautiful to use, and I really think it's just an absolutely gorgeous pen to write with. The other thing I wanted to say is how great the finishing is, and that goes down to the tolerances on, you know, things like the metal bands, the polish, the finish there is great, but really the threads are all beautiful. They're so smooth, yet they're secure. This is a beautifully crafted pen, and Stephen over there is an absolute master at what he does. And as an Australian pen maker, and as I'm an Australian reviewer, I am absolutely more than comfortable throwing my name behind a maker like Just Turnings. We've got a range of really great pen makers here in Australia. There's a number of them, and Stephen is one of the best. So a big thank you to Stephen for providing this pen for me to review on loan, as I said, as well as to assist in the giveaway that we did last month. That was a lot of fun. So yes, thank you to him, and I'll link to his website and everything down below. You can go and check his stuff out. So please like and subscribe, hit the notifications button, all that kind of stuff. If you've got products you think I should be looking at, or if there's a way you would like to support the channel, I would really love to hear from you. In the meantime, enjoy your pens, enjoy writing, and I'll talk to you soon.